PP.
Indeed, I agree. Right. Let's react to more videos.
I keep seeing people like Xenosis, Vex, and Arthur say stuff like the weekly tome cap needs to be increased from 450, the book requirement for obtaining Savage Ray gear, Criterion dungeons need to include Twines and Solvents, and that they need to make it to where you can have,
Wait, hold on, what? Okay, back to the video. Let's fucking go.
that's good. This is probably an unpopular, but I highly disagree with the sentiment. Okay, so you're an idiot. I feel like streamers...
Wait, hold on. Did I just hear this person disagree that we need to increase
Stuff like
cap?
the weekly tome cap needs to be increased from 450, the book requirement for obtaining Savage Ray gear, Criterion dungeons need to include Twines and Solvents, and that they need to make it to where you can have, that's good. This is probably an unpopular, but I highly disagree with the sentiment. Okay, so you're an idiot. I feel like streamers such as the ones I mentioned don't give a shit about the feeling of progression that is central to many MMOs.
Fucking what? How does that hinder the sense of progression?
Bro, I'm gonna stop you right there. I played Classic Ion. That is, dude, the entire game is progression. You fucking idiot. Do you even watch my streams? Do you even listen to the things I say? They only care about rating experience and literally nothing else. See, this is another thing, man. This is another thing that I don't understand. Multiple times, I have mentioned mid-core content. I just don't get it, man. How many times do I have...
Yeah, see, I definitely agree with him about mid-core content. Like, a majority of the game needs to... majority of the game I feel like needs to resolve around mid-core content, because mid-core content can be both crafted, rating, etc. It's like, there needs to be at least like a step up from casual and easy content.
Have to mention mid-core content. As a streamer, as a player...
Because like stepping up from easy to mid-core is like your progression. Ultimate raids are specifically for those who want to fucking be the peak performing ones.
I care more about mid-core content than I do anything else in the game, man. Okay, well, I mean, besides ultimates, but I don't expect everybody to do an ultimate, okay? Now, I want to push for more ultimates, but...
I don't expect everyone to do ultimate, but I feel like everyone needs to try at least an ultimate. Just like to test the waters. Just phase 1. Transition through phase 1 once in any ultimate, and you will feel the blood. You know, like a murderer who finally killed the man? It's like, you're gonna at least have a taste. You're gonna appreciate raiding a lot more. It doesn't matter if you're gonna go into extreme, and it doesn't matter if you're gonna go into savage. Just try a bit of ultimate. You don't have to clear. Clearing is never the goal. The goal is to prog and improve and have fun. Clearing and then re-clearing, that's fun, I guess. But it's like the progging a fight is like the best fucking feeling for a raider.
But I don't want a lot more. I think 2 per expansion is fine, but 3 would be ideal.
2, 3. I don't agree about that. I feel like 2 is ideal, and the last slot can be something else other than ultimate raid. DSR or T, others P1 or Garbo. That's maybe, but they're good experience. Because like, imagine how much more attentive a player is gonna be after having to deal with twisters. Like, holy fuck. Their third eye and sixth sense are gonna be so fucking sharp after they wipe on twisters and P1 on UCUP for at least like a couple of hours. T is gonna make them like manage their rotation a lot better on dolls. DSR as well. It's like killing 2 difficult targets at the same time while doing very, well, not complicated, but like very fun mechanics. Let's call them fun. It's like P1 is like a fantastic experience just for raiding. You don't have to clear an ultimate, just P1. Maybe just a bit of P2 on some fights, on some, not all of them. P1 is like a good experience to just get like the taste of blood. Like to enjoy having fun wiping, honestly. Like, this is why I enjoy raiding, because like the feeling of prog, it can only happen once. Sure, you can sometimes reprog, but it's not gonna feel the same. Your first is always gonna be the best in prog.
For me, any more than 3, I don't want. I don't want more than 3. The stuff that we...
But like, I don't agree that we need 3 ultimates. I feel like 3 is a bit too much. I feel like 2 ultimates is ideal, because that's enough content for an entire expansion for some people. But like the 3rd slot, instead of an ultimate, give us something else. Something more fantastic and more phenomenal. Honestly, if they do another zone like Bajia, I want them to have a gauntlet of bosses across the entire arena so people can cheer you on while you're going through all those bosses. Like, not ultimate level, maybe savage level, but like, give us gauntlet of 3 bosses. Similar like duels. Like, use that for that. Make something fun with that slot, but I don't think we need that many fucking ultimate raids per expansion. I feel like 3 is a bit much. 2 is ideal for me.
Need is more mid-core shit. This fucking idiot here, they don't listen to the things I say or they take it the wrong way. They're not understanding what I say. So I'll say it again. Because apparently this is looping day, looping. This game needs more mid...
Wait, hold on, I just realized something. And now...
Should you be in Erland, not in Sheev?
It's a bit higher. There. Perfect. Should you be in IRL and not in XAV? What? Anyways, continue.
Core shit. Not shit for the high-end players. I mean, I would like it, sure, but I'm
gonna react to a lot of Xeno content now just because I'm enjoying watching that bird beat on top of his head. Especially if it talks.
so realistic. The shit needs more for mid-core players, okay? Because that shit you can do in the Party Finder. That shit everybody can do. Or mostly everybody can do.
See, this is what I said in fucking Zepla's videos as well. It's like, a lot of there's so much mid-core content that you can do in Party Finder. You don't always have to find a dedicated and contented group for fucking deep dungeons or whatever. Party Finder is your best friend, especially in European and NA servers.
Okay? So the fact that people always say, they just relate it to the fact that I'm a hardcore raider. That's it. They just relate it to the fact that I stream World Prog or hardcore or whatever. But it's like, people for some reason, they can't separate the two. Like, if there's a person that raids like World Prog or hardcore, then he has to care about that above everything else. And no, that's not true at all. I care more about Party Finder than I do anything. That's why I'm a big advocate for dumbass shit that's in the Party Finder. Like, I'll give you an example. Top is stupid. It's too hard. Top is too hard. You are, if you don't cheat, you're not clearing. Don't cheat, don't clear. That's how it is. I want you guys to tell me this, okay?
Yeah, I agree. It's close to impossible to gather a group like for just like a non melon or non-cousin group right now, and it's like but because of how it's like top is made to be difficult, it's not made to be fun compared to DSR. DSR is fun and difficult, so it's like I can see where he's coming from.
How many people in the Party Finder that have cleared top used auto markers? You know, auto markers is cheating.
I haven't
you know,
cleared
it's
yet.
cheating. How many people used ACT? You know,
Soon,
that's cheating.
hopefully.
Like, I think P5 is an awesome phase, but it is way too hard. It's way too hard. I don't give a shit if it's an ultimate or not. And you know why I don't give a shit? Because their goal is to design a fight where you don't have to cheat. What did they do? They designed the perfect fight to where you have to cheat. They designed it. Are there people that clear?
I don't think they designed specifically with certain things in mind. But on the other hand, it's like you can only do so much testing for the fights. It's like, obviously, it's not excusable. They need to do a lot better. But it's like, I can also understand how they could have made those mistakes. It's like, it's their internal testing teams. They're not always going to find things. That's how we ended up with the current strats for Uwu. Because it's like, they didn't realize you can cleanse the buff at a later point without having to deal with more difficult mechanics. So it's like, I don't think they designed specifically with add-ons and auto markers in mind, but I feel like they need to do. I don't know what would be the solution, but I feel like something needs to be done to to not make difficult mechanics be solvable by markers specifically. Not make difficult mechanics rely specifically on debuffs or something like that.
Cleared and didn't cheat? Absolutely. I'm one of them. But again, I'm not speaking for the smaller percentage. I'm speaking for the general community. A vast majority of people that have fucking cleared the fight have used auto markers.
I mean, to be fair, people who like burp is involved. Yeah, exactly. To be fair, like more, I don't want to say casual rates, but it's like more mid-core and casual rates will not even know what the fuck auto markers are. Not everyone has a DPS meter, or not everyone uses ACT. Most of them do, but it's like not everyone's aware of like that you can set up auto markers. So it's like there's just a selective group, and because that selective group is very active, majority has to deal with like the repercussions.
People only care about MOD.
Yes, and big titty cock aura girls. Subscribe.
And you're not gonna sit here and tell me otherwise. Motherfuckers use auto markers in Titan, in Uwu. So don't fucking tell me that these
Yeah, I don't agree with using auto markers on Titan, just because that mechanic is a lot simpler. I feel like you're replacing a simple solution with a fucking dumb solution by just adding auto markers to that mechanic, but that's just my opinion.
fuckers that are helping people clear and all that shit, they're not using auto markers. They are. It's fine. I don't give a shit. You think I care what other people use? I don't give a shit. That's none of my business, man. You want to cheat and do all that shit? That's on you. That's not on me. That's not my responsibility to police. The fact that a lot of people think that all I care about is the 1% or whatever, and dude, even that number is wrong. Dude, even the number is wrong. It's not 1%. It's like 10%. Bro, even the number is wrong. Everything about this is stupid, okay? One, they have the wrong mentality and they're not listening to what I'm saying. And two, it's not 1%, it's like 10%. Everything about this is stupid. But anyway, yeah, I had a day off yesterday.
I do agree that it's definitely not 1% if we're talking specifically about hardcore raiders. It's like they're definitely a bigger chunk, and you know this because there's a lot more people with ultimate weapons standing in Limsa or Gridania, just standing there showing it off. While in, for example, in World of Warcraft, obviously the population is much bigger, so it is specifically a 2% kind of community that will race and try to get mythic raids done very quickly and very soon. But others will clear it, but they will just essentially just clear it casually. Well, as casually as possible, because like you're either like a mythic raider, or you're a mythic raider with a mental illness.
So I gotta let it all out today. Why should he listen to me? Because I'm a fuck.
You can't really know who used automarker unless you have what. Even then, it's like it's very difficult to fucking locate. I mean, technically, text will show like who's marking, but it's like it's still. It's very tedious just to find who the fuck is marking. Because like I even saw a stream. I'm not gonna name names, but they mean Dark Knight. And like they were doing DSR and they got to Roth, and immediately there was a lot of markers fucking being popped out, and he's like, "Whoa, double auto markers! Haha, let's go!" Obviously, he did it sarcastically and jokingly because obviously not everyone fucking appreciates auto markers, but it is what it is. It's like people will just bring that shit in.
Fucking genius. Okay, get the fuck out of here. What do you mean, why should he listen to me? I'm definitely one of the reasons the game has gotten better, okay? No bullshit. Almost everything I fucking said has been implemented in some way, shape, or form, okay? Look, guys, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, but there's one thing I know, and that's Final Fantasy XIV. And the devs seem to agree with me. What about Gunbreaker buffs? The guy that designs fucking Gunbreaker hates bald people. His job sucks. Still no beards for you. I'm actually gonna ask him that. So let's continue rating. They only care about the rating experience, okay? Untrue, and literally nothing else. Okay, that's untrue. I feel like progression over time is central to the MMO experience, and I don't enjoy having everything handed to me on a silver platter. Hello, Manderville Relics. Right, so this guy would rather just repeat the same fucking 24 mans over and over again. This person is an idiot. They don't value their time. Besides, it's not like you can't participate.
I don't think it's a time thing, at least not in my opinion, but it's like, it's still the same thing, honestly. It's just less psychotic because it has a backlog of quests before it. So I don't think it would be fair to make that fucking 30 Crystarium. I already went through this fucking rant after Zepla's videos.
Participate with every job you have when a new raid tier comes out. Okay, you can't. When a new raid comes out, you have to have full crafted or you're griefing. You have to have full crafted minimum or you're griefing. And even with full crafted, with the way the party finder is, you can't fucking play any job that you want. When each one is released, they also release new craftable gear set for each role. The item level for this gear set allows each role to participate in whatever content is released that tier. You can switch from tank to melee in an instant because you have the item level.
Hold on, someone DM'd me.
Level to enter the instance. I can tell just by how this person types what they're saying that they don't raid on like week 1. They might raid after you're fully geared and bis, which that's ironic because this person says you don't need to be bis. I bet you this person only raids at bis.
I don't think that's necessary because I've seen people that raid and have good ultimate achievements and still will have psycho schizo takes on some of the stuff. So it literally could be anything. It could be just someone who has one arm free with a straight jacket.
Could be wrong, but this paragraph right here leads me to believe that this person doesn't actually raid in crafted gear. Because if you actually raid in crafted gear, you know how fucking tight the DPS checks and shit are because people are terrible at this game. And I'm not saying that BIS isn't...
Not for all fights, mind you. Like, for example, the fucking tree in P7S. It's like you can get to 35% by the time you get to the difficult, like the famine and other mechanics. It's like, and by that time you can basically get through 1 or 1.5 mechanics and just kill it. But obviously if it's a good group, decent group, and this was with crafted gear when we were raiding.
Isn't important, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it being...
E11S was so tight with crafted. Yeah, I think... Well, it depends. To be fair, we have fairly new raiders when we were clearing it. Nowadays, when we go in Party Finder and we ask people to be at least like for 645 or 650, it's like we clear it very fucking quickly. Like I have not seen the enrage timer in a while in Party Finder clears.
Being something for you to work on over the course of a patch. Okay, this right here, for you to work on over the course of a patch. It's not that you're working on it. It's purposely delayed and shitty. And not only that, but there's... How many jobs are in the game? There's 18, 20 jobs. This game is supposed to promote playing different jobs. This game discourages you.
Didn't I really literally make this point in while reacting to Zepla's video?
To play different jobs.
Jesus Christ. You can tell like the mindset difference between like a actual raider and a person that just raids sometimes. Because the points that Zepla will make are so much fucking different from Xenos, and Xenos is like also a much different thing. But to be fair, like some people will agree with Zepla, and while I will mostly agree with Xeno on some of the stuff he's saying.
19? Okay. There is no work, bro.
Not to say that either of them are wrong. I'm sure both of their opinions are valid. It's just that I will think that one of the sides is stupid. Not saying which one.
Want to work for gear? Go play Ion. Go play a classic game, okay? Go play a game where like every single fucking day, if you're not on doing shit, working like a fucking job, you know, then you're not gonna get your fucking gear.
Or if not Ion, World of Warcraft. At least not in Dragonflight, but in Shadowlands and fucking BFA, it was a full-time job. You have to level up your fucking necklace, item level, and level which was a fucking nightmare. Some people were psychotically doing islands for like 11,000 times. Some of the other resources, mana pearls, etc., it's like reputation grinds to unlock certain aspects as well. It's like never-ending grinds are fucking stupid in some MMOs. There's like, it's difficult to find a balance, but it's like I would rather have it more chill time, like in 14.
That is working for gear. People say that there are so many jobs now, they need to give us gear more quickly. That's true. But there's still the same amount of job. Oh, here we go. Not every job uses the same amount of job roles as there have been since. Wait, what? What? Oh my God. There are still the same amount of job roles as there has been since. Okay, that's how you know. This motherfucker might not even rate at all, man. There's way too many people like this that are fucking trying to give their opinion on something that they.
Yeah, the moment someone starts talking about roles, they probably don't have a fucking clue.
They have no fucking clue about it. The roles don't matter, you fucking idiot. The roles don't fucking matter. And not let's pretend for a second that the roles did matter. Okay, so then you're telling me that my samurai gear I can just throw on my fucking ninja? You're telling me I could just take my samurai gear and put it on the ninja? It's the same role, right? It's DPS. It's a melee DPS, right? Remember, it's the same role.
Yep.
Let's see. Yes, there are more
Roles specifically. It's like who's playing which class melee and what type of melee as well. It's like that kind of role, not jobs. But yeah. It is a point that not all melee gear will work on other melees. It's like you can't exactly share that gear. Just do damage. Exactly.
more weapons to obtain, but you don't need to be the highest possible item level to participate in high-end content. If we're talking about ultimate fights, then fair enough. I don't do ultimate content. Yeah, of course you don't. So I admit I may have some bias. Of course you do. Okay, there it is right here. This right here sums up the entire thing. This person should have put, I don't do ultimate / rating content. But again, I think the feeling of progression should trump the ability to enter a super... Bro, this guy...
Hold on, what the fuck? But again, I think the feeling of progression should trump the ability to enter a super high-end fight that you need to prepare... What the fuck?
is talking about...
Wait, hold on. Let me even wrap my head around this sentence. What the fuck? Hold on. So, feeling of progression should be better or trump over being able to actually enter an instance. I think this person is schizo.
Gear progression when the only progression...
Bald man so salty compared to Zepla. I don't understand this Reddit post, to be honest. Me neither. Honestly, it's like it's a very much... They're all over the road. It's like it's a lot of like just idea vomit without understanding a bit of like the higher concepts of the game. It's like thinking it's like I think the car just needs wheels to drive, but it's like not understanding that it also needs a fucking engine.
In this game is the stuff that he doesn't do. The only
League win. Loki go free me out 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 league win. Loki go free me out.
Soon. I only got a few videos. Luckily, these are shorter than Dupless, so don't worry, soon.
Progression that exists in this game, this person doesn't do. The gearing in this game has never been about progression. It's always been about the fights, progressing the fights. If you want to talk about parsing, let's not talk about parsing because
nobody gives a shit about parsing.
That's frankly I don't.
Such a irrelevant fucking topic when it comes to designing the game.
I understand that seeing a number can give you a dopamine hit, but sites like FF Logs are no way supported or endorsed by Square Enix or the dev team, and I don't think they should be involved in discussions. You know, this is funny that this person mentioned this. I was kind of hoping they would, because in the past, the existence of FF Logs has brought to light an error in the dev's way. They have admitted that we have seen numbers that they haven't seen, and based on those numbers, like RDPS, ADPS, based on that, they have given buffs to jobs that were underperforming, or game design or progression. So like this entire post is made by someone, is just made by a very ignorant individual. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're just crying, honestly. And they just felt the need to make a post. Anyway, if you disagree, that's perfectly fine. I understand my take is probably one that not many people share. It's because most people have more intelligence than you. Some people, they know when they have no idea what they're talking about, so they just shut the fuck up. But I just want to get that out there. Feel free to share your take in the comments. Tell me you don't play Final Fantasy without telling me you don't play Final Fantasy.
Oh boy.